My bad for leaving it on for too long. My bad. My bad. I apologize for that. Welcome to AWN Order on this beautiful Wednesday night. 9:30. Yeah, I'm starting half an hour earlier tonight than usual. Hope you're all doing good tonight. I really do. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hope you're having a good week. I hope you're enjoying, December. This is the final month of 2024. Then we go into 2025 and so on. Okay? So, welcome to Let's Talk Pop episode 98. If you're new here, make sure, and you see what you like, make sure to subscribe and like. I'll just put in the chat. I got a few announcements to make at the end of the show once people start popping up. Okay. I want a bit of an audience for announcements, couple announcements, not major announcements, just a bit of an update on the future of what I'm planning to do on this channel. Now, if you notice, I haven't streamed it. Well, I did stream last night. I tried to get through Skeleton Crew episode 3, but I just wasn't feeling it. It's not. I like the episode, so if that was the episode, I just wasn't feeling streaming. I was trying. I just felt last days going bored. So I'll try to do episode 3 and 4 next week on a Tuesday. But yeah, I'm here now. Ready to cook with you guys. Ready to cook episode 98. Yeah, 2 away from 100. 2 away from 100. I don't know what I plan to do for 100. I don't know. It might not be a big show. 100 must be just a regular Let's Talk Pop show. Honestly, I might not do anything major for episode 100. Okay? Let you know. So, yeah, that's episode 100. I made nothing major, man. It may just be a regular show. Yeah. So yeah, all right, man. I don't see the chat here. I don't see anybody in the chat so far. They'll pop in. It takes time. Usually they don't come in right away, but yeah, man. Got some stuff to talk about. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the main topic. We're gonna talk about Spider-Man. Okay. We're talking about MCU, Spider-Man, Chris Evans, and we're gonna talk about other things too tonight. Movie related. Or at least try to. No, not everything is in my description. I don't think I put everything in my description, so I'll just look at X. There's my buddy Digress. I'll just look at X for some mini topics. We won't go into long detail about them. There's my buddy Degrassi. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, Degrassi. Okay. It's good to see everybody, actually. It's really good to see everybody. Well, people that pop in later. Okay. Now, Did anybody not see this coming? Because I think we all saw this coming. Yeah, Chris Evans is back in the MCU in Avengers Doomsday. An undisclosed role. Alright, undisclosed role. That was the report. I forget who broke it, but whatever. It does kind of matter. Because they went in that same report, the same exact report, deadline, I think it was. Poor Anthony Mackie was going to be in Avengers Doomsday. I think that's obvious too. I think Anthony Mackie was going to be in Doomsday too. I think it was obvious. All right, and we'll go and then we know there's a bunch of other characters from MCU that are going to be in it. That's been confirmed. Bender coming back to yesterday is confirmed. Yeah, he's going to be Avengers Doomsday. But we knew about Doctor Strange being confirmed for Avengers Doomsday months back. Okay, that's not really big news. Him confirming it is not really big news. We just knew about it. Okay. We just know. Stone Cap. Maybe, Captain America high. Maybe we're going to have high Captain America. Now, I know Degrassi believes he's going to be on the moon, Old Man Cap. And very much so. Maybe for motivation, inspiration for Anthony Mackie's version of Captain America. Because in that report, now everybody's running the gun. Oh, Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America, even though it said undisclosed role. But it said in that report, Anthony Mackie is coming back as Captain America. Anthony Mackie is coming back as Captain America. Chris Evans is not coming back as Captain America. Anthony Mackie is coming back as Captain America. That's what it said. Okay. I have a crazy theory. What they should do with this Captain America, with this Steve Rogers. With Steve Rogers. I think a little something. Now, not everybody has suggested this idea. I mean, this wasn't the first. Okay, Indiana Jones. Yeah, I was playing. I just got a notification from Discussion Film. Indiana Jones. Whatever. From Discussion Film about Indiana Jones. Like they're obsessed with that game. They're obsessed with that game. I suggest you play it if you can. If you want to wait for a PlayStation 5, go ahead. That's up to you. Now, some people I see some people suggest this idea. Captain Hydra. If they want to turn the villain Captain Hydra, it's not really a ridiculous idea suggesting have Steve Rogers, Chris Evans come back as Captain Hydra. And how are you going to do Captain Hydra? That's true, Degrassi, but it was kind of a send-off. Like he won. The thing is, he did technically get that life with Peggy. He did. But it felt like that's also for him to move on. But that's for this idea, okay, Dr. Doom we know is being played by Robert Downey Jr. Okay? What if Chris Evans is playing Captain Hydra from that universe? Same universe as Dr. Doom's from. Maybe Robert Downey Jr. is. Maybe some of the actors and actresses from the played original characters are playing evil variants, evil counterparts of them, evil variants or evil characters. I mean, look. The thing is, yeah, if we're going to see Dr. Doom unmask himself, and that definitely catch the Avengers off guard, specifically the Avengers that met him, and know him. specifically have a close tie to them, like Tom Holland, Spider-Man, all that stuff. But if they did a variant of Steve Rogers as Captain Hydra, that's even more shocking because in their world, in their universe, Captain America was against Hydra, was fighting against Hydra, right? But in a different universe, he was not fighting for Hydra. He was aligned with Hydra, on the side of Hydra. I mean, it's not ridiculous. I mean, DC does it, right? DC does it. Why not? DC has it. DC does it, kind of. Why not Marvel? I like the idea. Now, where's everybody at? That's not a bad idea, all right? I don't think it's a bad idea, right? And now there's some people going on that trade. Oh, Captain Hydra, because it's a variant universe, different universe. And I don't think it's a bad idea, okay? I don't think it's typically a bad idea, okay? As usual, DC did it first. Yes, DC did it first, as usual. DC did it, right? DC did it. What's that show? What's that show says? Yeah, he did it. He did it. He did it first. I did it. I don't know. And I forgot to put the fucking. Oh, make sure to watch my 1 minute 30 video of Indiana Jones, the video game. If you can. If you can, guys. That's all I ask. If you can. Yeah, Namor came first. I said Aquaman. Oh, but Aquaman was a joke. Aquaman was always a Joker character. All right. All right. Now, also, I mean, I know Degrassi thinks this is desperation mode on Marvel. Oh, let's get Robert Downey Jr. back and Chris Evans back because they're scared. Because nobody from Phase, I guess nobody from since the end of the Phase saga has really captured the new ones, the new characters specifically has really captured a wide range audience, right? Right? I guess and so they're going back to the well, possibly, right? What's up, Sideways? Going back to the well, right? It's like nobody's really. Look, some characters have. I mean, Miss Marvel is very popular, but Miss Marvel is not a draw. The actress is not a draw. I mean, Captain Marvel did not do so well. She-Hulk was decisive. Moon Knight may not even. I don't think Moon Knight's going to be in this movie. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think every character from from this saga is gonna be in Doomsday. I think there's a good chance some characters we got introduced here will not be in Doomsday. Okay. Okay. It's just that most of the characters from this saga hasn't really catched on. Okay. So going back to Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. is a safe bet, a safe choice. It's you can say it's desperation. You can say something like that. You can say, oh, they're scared of the DCU. And it very might still be Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain America. The problem with Black Panther, can anybody accept Shuri as a Black Panther? That one, that hurts. That one hurts a lot. because there's really anything you couldn't do about that. You could have recast this Black Panther, but honestly, Chadwick Boseman, it's hard sometimes. And Sam Wilson, like, here's the thing. I don't think Ant-Man's going to be in it. And I'll tell you why I don't think Ant-Man's going to be in it. I think Ant-Man Quantumania okay, it did okay at the box office. But Marvel had bigger plans. I think that's the conclusion of the Ant-Man's character. Honestly, I think when you remember after credits scene, he went, "Oh, never mind," right? About the warning Kang gave before actually kind of defeating the Kang the Conqueror. I think after seeing that and after seeing with Jonathan Majors, up with Jonathan Majors and stuff like that, I think Ant-Man's done. Now I don't know about Cassie. Cassie may not be done, but the thing is, nobody liked Cassie. Nobody liked Cassie either. They thought she was annoying in Ant-Man. Oh yeah, they do. They do, man. Okay. Now we definitely need to see the more from Kate Bishop. Honestly, I think it's too early for an Avengers movie, personally, because we haven't seen the other characters really develop more that they introduced in the saga. More. Hey, Kate Bishop hasn't really developed since the show. I guess Miss Marvel has, right? Kind of from her show to the movie. Blue Marvel, not Blue. Proton has. Moon Knight really has, and She-Hulk really hasn't. I think it's it's clearly a rush. I think Avengers Infinity Clayface movie is officially go. That's so stupid. Clayface shouldn't get a movie, but they shouldn't. I think they were I think they are definitely rushing this. I honestly think they want to get this. I think they just want to get ended. I think they just want to end the multiverse saga as quick as possible. Marvel. They know it hasn't been a huge success, despite having some big box office draws and some hit characters. But they knew they felt I think they feel like deep inside we just want to end the saga as quickly as possible and move on. I think they really want to focus on the X-Men. Really focus on getting more of the X-Men as we get slowly tidbits of the X-Men piling in, right? I agree, man. I agree. Oh yeah. Clayface movie is happening. Okay, but it didn't say which universe this Clayface movie is in. It didn't say which movie this universe is in. It sounds like it might be the DCU. No. It might be it sounds like it might be from not the DC, the Batman universe. The only problem is the article I'm reading, Variety, that if it is going to be in the DC studio, if it's going to be under the Batman universe, it's not a shape-shifting character. It's not going to be the Clayface that a lot of people I think are very, 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 very used to knowing. It's going to be based on Eve Carlos' character. If it's the Batman, that's the Clayface we're getting. This is true, man. That's true. Okay, is the question, is it DCU or Batman, the Batman universe? James Gunn's producing. If it's DCU, okay, that's different. If it's DCU, it's different. But if it's the Batman universe, we already got our Clayface. We know who that is. I'm gonna invite but they didn't specifically say. Okay, if James Gunn's producing, it's probably the DCU. Well, technically, James Gunn's gonna have executive producer on all Batman related stuff anyway, right? I don't know. I don't like Kevin Feige, right? Just have his name on it. Yeah. The problem is, I don't know if DC. I mean, it's early, but I don't know if a Clayface movie will be a hit, even if it's from Mike Flanagan. If it's from the Batman universe, it's not gonna be the Clayface. And if it's from the Batman universe, it'll probably end up being a better movie. It'll be a better movie because the Batman universe is the best stuff the Warner Brothers has going right now. I think maybe House, but uh, for the DC stuff. And if it's Mike Flanagan, but Mike Flanagan's still a really, really good director. So if it's for the DCU, it still could be solidly good. It's just we'll see how much of a hit for. I think if it's for the Batman universe, it'd be the better movie. Even though I still think even for the DCU, it'll still be a solid movie because they do have it as a good director. Mike Flanagan's a really, really good director, right? The small Hush movie, the Netflix, the Netflix. The Netflix shows all hits. Four Netflix shows. Yeah, 4 Netflix shows all hits. All hits. Doctor Sleep. So good director, and that's the thing about. So then it's DCU. DCU. If that's the case, it's DCU. This will not work in Matt. It's not the Batman. His symbol. That's I pretty much think that's DCU. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Oh, there is Blinded.
Free
You're about to
Luigi.
break. Nah.
Free
You
Luigi.
hear? No, he's a criminal, man.
No, hell no. Hell no. He's a martyr.
No, he's
Free
not.
Luigi.
If you have people like that all roaming the streets, there's gonna be no law. That's the
Oh
Joker,
yeah,
man.
it would be his Joker territory.
Yeah. All right. I guess we're talking about Chris Evans, but you heard the breaking news.
What breaking news?
Clayface is a go. The
Oh, the
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, they confirmed it?
That's according to Variety.
Right
That's
now, pull it
Variety.
up.
Yeah. I mean, it was just I gotta find the article. Where's it? Oh, I have it here. Okay.
By the way, speaking of which, they delayed his movie that they showed at TIFF, which I was pissed off. It's not coming
Um,
until May next year.
the Tom Hiddleston one, right?
Yes. I was
What's
looking
it
forward
called?
to that movie.
I I know. I used to know what it was called. Okay. Yeah. Right here.
Oh, and by the way, too,
Mike Flanagan's writing. He's
another
directing it.
weird piece of news, but did you see that Lucas Guadagnino, or however you pronounce his name,
Yeah.
is his yeah,
America's Psycho remake.
he's remaking American Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
So is the Sergeant Rock movie not going to happen in 2026, or is it going to come after? Like, it's kind of weird that he has two movies going
Yes.
on at the same time.
Wasn't American Psycho filmed here in Toronto?
I'm not sure.
All right. So. Yeah. So.
And it was delayed because Neon wants to push this other movie for their award season, and so they didn't want to like compete or have like two competing movies, so they ended up delaying it.
So okay. Fresh off the success of the HBO series The Penguin, DC Studios has officially agreed to a feature film centered around Clayface, the shape-shifting Batman villain from a script written by Doctor Sleep's filmmaker Mike Flanagan.
Oh
According
yeah,
to
I forgot he did make two movies
yeah,
this year. I forgot.
According to the sources acknowledged, the production plot details are discussed, but filming is expected to begin early next year. Flanagan, who
Mm,
first BC Studios. Okay, this is a DCU movie. DCU movie.
yeah.
Okay, because if it's true what the script says, it's a horror based, full bloom horror movie with shapeshifter villain horror base. Um, yeah, that's a DCU movie because it's not going to be. Oh, because we already know what's happening in the Batman, well, the Penguin actually, well, same universe. Because we already have our Clayface in the Batman universe with Eve Carlo, and if she does become that Clayface universe, it's not going to be a shapeshifting; it's just going to be a disguise, kind of like the Batman Cape Crusader, even though that was male. I was actually Basil Carlo. It's just different. In the Batman universe is a female this time. So yeah, I think this is DCU. What do you think?
Yeah, as DCU. Speaking of which, I think they also confirmed that what's her name in the Penguin is not going to be Clayface.
Really?
Yes. The actress came out and said that they don't have plans to do that. It was just an Easter egg.
But that's a big Easter egg.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they. She said that they only did it because her character's like changing costumes and trying to blend in, and so they thought it would be like a fun Easter egg, I guess, to put
But
like
there's a
give her that last name.
no. You don't toy people. You don't toy people like that. Sorry, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's what
That's
she said. But I mean, they
she
could
might.
always change it. I pretty sure she's gonna come back, especially if they do a second season. But
Yeah, she might be in the. She'll probably be in the movie. Look,
right.
like she. I think she's. I mean, she's playing well with Oz. I mean, like she found out the truth about Oz,
Mhm.
right? And the Hangman Killer. Why would there be no arc for her? Like this ended like there, where she's dancing with the penguin. Like no, she's playing him. Like you can't, I'm sorry. Like if that's what she said, shame on the the writer, the showrunner, and Matt Reeves. I mean, sorry, you just don't do that. You don't. No, great show. It could probably win some awards, but that's a critique. That's a that's a misstep. Sorry, that's you just don't do that. Because if that's an Easter egg, that's a huge fucking Easter egg. It's not just one of those Easter eggs where you just see something for 5 seconds and that's it, blinded. Like that's that's to me that's not an Easter egg. I'm sorry, that's not an Easter egg. Easter eggs are not a focus major plot of a show, a focus part of a plot of the show. That's not what an Easter egg is. Yeah, blind, you still there?
Yes, I'm also working at the same time, so
Yeah, you're almost done, right?
just gonna. I have one more assignment to do, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and then I'm gonna hand it in. And that's it. And then Friday we'll play Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah. That's what I mean. She said that they're not gonna like continue, uh, like not continue, but I mean like she's not supposed to be Clayface in the literal sense. Like she's not gonna go up against Batman.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
mean,
and she said it was just an Easter egg. Like it's not gonna lead to anything. So I mean they could definitely change it though, but
well, yeah, we don't know. I mean, that's kind of a waste.
hmm. I mean, well, if they got this Clayface movie, I mean, we'll see. I don't think Clayface will be in the Batman, but Batman Part Two at least.
The thing
Especially
is,
based on what Matt Reeves is saying, it sounds
I know. Well, Jeff Snyder says they're very close to nailing down the main villain. Apparently,
only now.
well, they're supposed to film soon, right? So,
Well, they said they're going to be filming toward the ending of 2025, and I think Jeff Snyder said the movie's actually going to come out in summer 2026.
what they're gonna move it forward?
I don't know why he said that. Yeah, because it's supposed to be coming out in October 2026.
Yeah. I do they want to release this?
No,
Okay.
they really don't. Because first off, one, I don't think they will get to. I think it is going to come out in October.
Stay in
And
October.
and as of right now, there's two big movies in the summer, so I
Mhm.
really don't see them doing that. I mean, they're
Yeah, you
not.
got
Wait,
Avengers in
both
May.
movies are
I
not
mean,
Warner Brothers, right? Yeah, they're not Sony and Universal.
so yeah, Avengers in May, and then whatever Spider-Man supposedly is July, I think. Also,
Yeah, I think Spider-Man's gonna get moved, to be honest, because Tom Holland is supposed to be a main character in the Christopher Nolan movie. So
yes.
I don't see how
Well,
we could see
he's
both of those
supposedly supposed
movies
to
at the
he's
same
supposed to
time.
film 3 movies next year.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man is getting pushed
No,
back to December.
yeah, they want to get Avengers off the ground
I
first.
don't I don't see why Spider-Man can't move to December
I'm
when
telling you,
the last movie made a shit ton of money.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. With Marvel, they want to end this saga as quickly as possible. They're rushing the Avengers.
Yeah.
There's not enough time to build. Wasn't really enough time to
Yeah,
build.
this well, I mean, they're gonna be I mean, I just want to know who is the main characters of Doomsday.
Well,
We'll get into that, but
yeah, we'll get into it. But this is the thing is, I want to know why. I mean, my flying did write Clayface, but honestly, if I had my top 5 villains of Batman characters again, Clayface would not be in top 5. We already got a Joker. We already got a Joker. Uh, so I'll take him off that list. I mean, Penguin already got a show. I mean, Riddler already seen. I guess, but like, will Batman be a part of this movie? That's the question. I do like DC.
yeah, I don't know. I like I gotta be honest. I'd rather have a Clayface movie that's in the Batman universe rather than the DCU. But I can understand that they wanted to like if this Clayface is part of the DCU, then he's going to be you know a shapeshifter.
Yeah, yeah. Because if he's part of DC, I mean, he is in Creature Commandos. We know that. If it
Hmm.
is Bastille Carlo, if it is that Clayface, so if it's the same Clayface, well, we'll get a hint of maybe um, in the future episodes of Creature Commandos. But yeah, uh, I mean, look, it's a good director, a good writer. Nobody's directing it, but I think it's safe to say Mike Flanagan isn't directed. I think Mike
Mm,
Flanagan, he's going to direct it. Let's be honest.
yeah, I mean he is going to direct it. I mean I thought his next movie would have been the Exorcist sequel, but because he's been talking a lot
And
about that.
most directors that write their own stuff end up directing their movie.
Yeah, I mean this also is kind of in his wheelhouse, right? Too
Yeah,
like a
horror.
Clayface
Yeah,
movie would be a horror movie for sure.
yeah.
So I just but I'm just kind of like this seems really random. I like I don't and I know James Gunn is saying that they're not really building to a particular event or moment like the MCU. It's all just world building. But if that is the case, why Clayface? You know what I mean? Yeah, Clayface is semi an interesting character, but I wouldn't say he's on the level of like he's not really a top 5 Batman villain. You know what I mean? Like he's not a character
No,
that I would say definitely needs a movie. I feel like Scarecrow. I'd rather see a Scarecrow movie before I see a Clayface movie. So I'm
I
not doubting his ability. I'm more
I,
curious to see what is the pitch for this. Like
I think
what's the
it's scary.
premise?
I think Scarecrow is a better character to write for the Batman overall. I think there's more to
Mm,
Jonathan Crane than Clayface. Um,
yeah.
honestly, uh, and yeah, Clayface is a shapeshifter. all that. It's just that Scarecrow is legitimately crazy, and the toxin, all that stuff. I think the thing is, Scarecrow would be a great horror villain, right? He could use fear toxin as his use of horror, whatever. But so, like, who's the antagonist? Is Clayface going to go after people that screw him over, like in the movie, like in the TV shows? Because
Mhm.
or however how it became like that in the comics, they're gonna and it's Batman or who's ever in Gotham gonna try to stop him.
Yeah, is this like an origin story or
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's also another thing too. I feel like it probably is going to be an origin story to some degree because even though Clayface has been established in the DCU, or we know that he is with Creature Commando, I he's not, like I said, he's not like a top five Batman villain where people kind of
I think
understand his origins. And even then, like look at the Penguin. It's like the Penguin, they obviously changed his origin quite
a
significantly.
lot, a lot.
So if they want to
Even
do
to
that
his
with
name.
Clayface, I don't really mind. They just have
Well,
to
in the
have a very interesting story.
animated series, they kind of changed the name of the Clayface. It was not Bisicardo, it was
Mm,
Matt Hagen. But
right.
but as an actor, right? Like Basil Carlo is an actor, and Matt Hagen, he just replaced the name basically, and
Mm,
they kind of changed in the animated series. Yeah, I mean here I think they make him like that, a sympathetic villain, somebody who's kind of like the animated series, like his face got ruined, and I who was that con artist in anime series, Talbot, something like that. I forget his name. There was like a con artist in a bunch of episodes trying to get
mm,
rich and promise him this cream will fix his face. It's similar like in the Batman Cape Crusader, right? But Carlo face was ugly, so he went to the guy for like to make his face not ugly, so he could get better roles, right? He was always typecast
right.
as like a creepy criminal, right? Kind
Mm,
of like that. I wonder if this is gonna be like they're gonna make a sympathetic villain because Clayface in the anime series at first was sympathetic, but that guy over the time became a really unsympathetic villain. I mean, there's this one episode where he was basically abusive to like a girl that he made out of clay. Like,
right.
you remember that episode that Tim Drake fell in love with?
Yes, yeah.
I remember he really went off the deep end. Okay, I'll shoot you.
If I'm wrong. I mean, I think if that is the case, I think that makes a lot more sense.
But not as a shapeshifter. Reeves is not one shapeshifter.
But if that is the case with the Matt Reeves, why isn't this specified that it's in Matt Reeves' universe? And also, if they are
Yeah.
doing these more spin-off movies from this universe, what is like? I still don't understand what is stopping James Gunn from putting the Batman into his universe. You know, like
He's
I
thought about
understand that Matt Reeves wants it to be grounded, but Iron Man was grounded. You know, like the Batman could easily over time fight more grounded, fantastical characters, right? Maybe it's not in Matt Reeves' current movies, but in the future with Robert Pattinson, they can easily do that. And Robert Pattinson has an opening where he is a much younger Batman that can grow into an older Batman and easily build up the Bat family. And most of the casting so far has been pretty spot on. It's pretty good casting.
it.
So, like, why completely throw away his universe when people like what happens if, like I said, the Batman Part Two makes a shit ton of money? Like, are will people really want a Brave and the Bold? In my opinion, I don't really think so.
Yeah, it makes it almost a given.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like if this is set in the DCU, I would be very confused because it being in the Matt Reeves universe sounds way more interesting and way more like, yeah, I don't even really need to hear a pitch. It's just like, oh, it's in the Matt Reeves universe. Okay, it's gonna be good, right? They're gonna do something interesting with it because they already proven themselves. So, but with the DCU, that corner with Batman, I think that still is yet to be seen, and we're not
Hmm.
going to see for quite some time. Even if Superman and all this stuff is good, like I say, I just don't know about their section with Batman. And if this is all about world building and they're not building to a story, then does it really matter to do the brave and the bold? Because the Batman is already building up its own world. It's already building up its own characters. So again, a lot of this stuff just really confuses me. It isn't a Batman movie in the traditional sense. Well, I mean, it's gonna have Robin. I'm sure it's gonna have the Bat family, but I don't know. I just find it just
It's an app.
like that quote that James Gunn put out recently. I just find it to be really weird. It's like, so you did think about putting the Matt Reeves universe, but then what stopped you? That's my only question. Is
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
what really stopped you from putting? Because I feel like if people knew that Robert Pattinson's Batman was in the DCU, I think people would be less skeptical of James Gunn because then they're like, okay, well, he's taking something that has worked, already proven to be established, and is very successful both critically and financially, and that's part of the universe, and that's the basis of the universe. So when people go, well, the Batman is part of the universe, people go, oh, okay, now I understand. That's interesting, and they can get excited. And then you could still build up the Bat family. You could still do those things because I feel like another problem is jumping right into the Bat family when we haven't really had a series of Batman movies that establishes them. I don't know
Hmm.
how well that's going to work out. I feel like you need to gradually introduce the characters and make people familiar with them. I know they are pretty popular characters because, animated shows, animated movies, a lot of people are familiar with, and video games. People are familiar with the characters, but I think they need to be done in a way that feels more organic than, hey, they just exist. And
Yeah.
that's kind of it. It's like, yeah, but a lot of Batman fans like to see the character building. They like to see the character development. And by having all the characters already established, if you have Tim Drake as Red Robin, or you already have Red Hood and you already have Nightwing, I think
Mhm.
that robs a lot of the characters of their development and people's attachments to those characters.
Yeah, the thing is, specifically Robin, Nightwing, because a lot of his develop, there's a lot of development from the time he's Robin to Nightwing. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah,
Lots.
I understand not wanting to do origin stories, right? We've seen them before, but Nightwing has never gotten an origin story. So is it really fair to just have him already established? Like you could do a Teen Titans movie. Like that's why it feels like this universe, if it is just focused on world building,
The thing
then
is,
does it really matter where it takes place in time? Like you could do
I
a Teen
think
Titans movie.
Nightwing's origin story is actually very well important because it's not just for Nightwing and Robin, but it's actually for Bruce too,
Right.
right? Because it helps Bruce become more develop a family, right?
Mhm.
Trusting the family again. Not just having Alfred live with him, but actually like somebody else live with him. Somebody he's
Yeah, that's not a
that's
story that has been told in a Batman movie.
and well, if you count Batman Forever, but what is
No,
but
but like in all honesty, not really.
yeah, not in a good way. Not in a good yeah
No. And let's be honest, Batman Forever is not a contemporary movie whatsoever.
yeah
Like we've had tons of
yeah or
Batman movies
Batman
since
Robin,
that movie.
Batman
Yeah,
Robin yeah
I don't think that counts as those
yeah
movies. Like I'm not gonna look at those movies as an example. Like I'm talking more again recent stuff in the
and
last 20 years.
don't make an origin story for Robin like the Lego Batman. We just had orphanage and they that don't make it.
No, I think what it's like what they have with the Batman is already, in my opinion, even before Matt Reeves came out and said, "Oh, this is a grounded," which by the way, grounded is not. like the MCU for quite some time was considered grounded, despite there being aliens and all that stuff.
That's not what grounded technically means, right? I mean, like,
No, grounded is not really. I mean, he's saying it himself. That's what the
yeah,
universe is. But grounded is not this. Oh, it means that there's not unrealistic elements.
yeah, exactly.
Like grounded
I
just
mean,
means that a lot of things are they come from some sense of logic in the world. Like for example, in the first Iron Man, it's all grounded. There's no Mandarin. There's none of that stuff. It's just okay. This is about Tony Stark. This is building his technology, and
mhm,
then once they've already established that world and how it works, then they start to move to bigger ideas. Which I
yeah,
think for comic book movies, I think that's a good approach. You start in a small contained area. You try to explain the character and his world, and then you branch out. But with Batman and Superman, you could do that already because they're already established. They're basically, like they're the basic status quo characters. Everybody knows their origin story. So you
mhm.
could jump into the world building already. And Matt Reeves is already doing the world building. That's the part that I don't understand. It's like you have the first movie introduces how many villains? It introduces Arkham Asylum. It introduces
There's a lot of
this type
villains
of Batman
in the
and
first two
Gotham.
Batman. There is a lot of villains so far in the first two Batman projects. You got like
Hmm.
Riddler, Joker, like Falcone's Penguin, potentially Clayface. There is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what Degrassi's saying is like, yeah, no logic is
Hmm.
in a freeze ray. Well, yeah, I
Actually,
mean, like, there's the thing is what they established so far. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
but
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 could it
but
be established further down the road? It can't just be uh,
mhm.
a comic booky ray, a freeze ray. It would have to. They probably couldn't even do a freeze ray. They would have to think of another way around it because the universe, like the way that they built
I
Gotham was that Gotham is an old city that is actually trying to transition to a higher tech
actually
city, but it failed because of corruption.
I do think there's logic, and I think it's able to make a freeze. I think there is actually logic in a freeze way. I mean, Captain Cold has done it.
Hmm.
Um, no, the thing about why I don't think there's logic with Mister Freeze. Have you seen the Arkham games? He's able to create these devices where it could end up making it look like winter.
Right.
Like, I don't think that's logical.
Yeah, but I mean that fits that universe. Like
Yeah,
I'm not saying like when we talk about logic, it's logic in terms of what the story is, how it's presented, right? If they tell you,
yeah.
no one can fly in this universe, and then someone starts flying in the movie, you're confused because that's not the logic that was established. It's not
No, no,
logic
no, no.
according to our logic. It's the logic that is established by the writer. And so what I'm saying is that there a logic, the Matt Reeves already established the logic of his universe. But I'm saying it's still
I,
in its infancy where you can probably
I,
build it out and be
I
fleshed
think,
out. Not maybe
I think
not
the
in
Matt,
these movies, but maybe in a future trilogy. You know what I mean?
I think the thing is, the Matt Reeves. I think Matt Reeves sees his universe as more as realism because the stuff you see in the Batman universe, you could see in real life happening. Really,
Yeah,
you
but
really can.
I really wouldn't say it's realistic. His
It's just
Gotham. When you look at the
I
concept,
say
I have the concept art book, and I read through that book, and it's very clear that it's supposed to be like, yeah, it's borrowing some sense of realism, but it's very heightened. It's like heightened
of course
and
the
gothic,
movie
and
has
there's a
to.
lot of, I mean,
Yeah,
also another thing that people never talk about is the fact that in the Batman, there is a lot of
I
technology
mean,
that doesn't exist on our universe. That is
yeah.
impossible, right? Like the one thing is
And
his
the Joker
eye.
does this
Hold on,
exact same
wait.
thing.
The
The
eye,
Joker does too.
the eye, he in the movie, he has
The I
um
Spy, yeah,
yeah,
when you
the
look
I
through
Spy. That's
the
impossible.
Catwoman,
We don't have technology like that, right?
maybe
That could fit in
maybe
an eye in a what do you call it? A contact lens. So there
yeah,
is
I guess.
yeah, and the point is that the Batman universe, there is some element of high techness to it. It's just that the reason why not everything is high tech is because in Gotham there's a lot of corruption, and as a result, they couldn't really pursue that high tech. They say that in the concept art book, and they've also said this in a lot of interviews. Matt Reeves has said that it's supposed to be these two clashing worlds that, it's almost like Gotham is stuck in this it's like in a limbo. It's not one or the other. And that's why you see a lot of old architecture, and you also see a lot of new elements and new high technology stuff. And that's what I like about it. That's why you're like, oh, you could see how this universe can be fleshed out and it can be added onto and evolved. It doesn't need to just
I
stay in
guess,
this
I
in this
guess,
one section.
I guess to Matt Reeves, say something flat like Superman or something with superpowers is not what
Yeah,
he
that
sees.
might be unrealistic, but at the same time, there's not a lot of Batman villains who fly like Superman. You know what I mean? Like they're characters that you could
Most
mold
of
into.
Batman's villains don't have powers at all.
So, I mean, some of them do, but some of them can be changed. You could change them
Sure.
to fit that logic of the universe. That's what I'm saying. A Mr. Freeze is not going to look like the Mr. Freeze we know from the comics because that's ridiculous. That doesn't fit with what was established. But a high tech Mr. Freeze that
I
takes
think
some liberties with the
I think
characters that could exist.
I think Poison Ivy could work without her ability to control plants.
Yeah, I think she could be a drug dealer that
A
is
drug
running
dealer
with.
or like a female fatale,
Yeah,
a
I think
seductress,
there is
poisons.
ways of changing it to
Yeah,
fit the universe, and that's why I say I
yeah.
feel like
I
there
know that.
is it's totally a missed opportunity to not put this in the DCU. That's all I'm saying. That's my argument. I know people don't agree, but that's what I
But
will argue for.
where's Harvey Dent? Be so happy he's here, Mister Freeze. It's not, I haven't seen Harvey
Hmm.
Dent in a while. You like Eve Carlo? Um, but I was actually this stream was not supposed to be without, but this stream
Hmm.
broke. That the Clayface news broke during the stream. This stream is actually about
Right.
a lot of stuff, but first, but you haven't come on yet. So Chris Evans is back to MCU now. He's
Yeah, I
the
want to
same
talk about
article as
that.
Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie is back as Captain America. Okay, back as Captain
Hmm.
America. I don't think this is going to be him getting back to Captain America costume. I don't think so. I don't think that's happening in the movie. He might be on the moon. It
No,
might be
yeah.
inspiration because this is Anthony Mackie's first time potentially leading a team because he is Captain America and Captain America. Yeah, maybe they say there's no exactly pure leader in the Avengers, but Captain America is like the one they all look up to the lead, right? And maybe
Hmm.
in the movie he's struggling with that and needs to look for inspiration, or my idea, and that some other people have him become from a different universe. Doctor Doom's universe, and have him an evil variant of Chris Evans is an evil variant of Captain Hydra or something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with. I know a lot of people are saying Captain Hydra that because of Doctor Doom, right?
Be
And then I
interesting.
was even seeing people saying, oh, if they do that, then they should also bring back Scarlett Johansson as is it Madame Mask? Yeah, Madame Mask.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a character that hasn't been introduced in the MCU. I don't think she's been in the MCU.
No, no, no. She
So
has not. No.
yeah, I saw someone say that, and I was like, listen, I mean, we didn't get the Squadron Supreme, but if they do like an evil, and we didn't even really get the Dark Avengers. So if we are gonna get
Oh yeah.
evil Cap and I guess evil Iron Man to some extent, even though he's Doctor Doom, I don't know. The thing is, I think it would be slightly confusing if there's an evil Captain America, but again, Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom and not evil Iron Man, so I don't really. I just, I don't know. I don't really see it being that. I don't know how
Mm.
he's going to be introduced. Is
Doctor
he going
Doom's
to even
playing it.
play a major role in the movie? That's another thing too.
I don't think Doctor Doom's gonna be a solo villain because not even Thanos is a solo villain. He had his back order. I think Doctor Doom will eventually
Yeah, I
have.
mean, Doctor Doom in the comics did have servants, right? Doctor
Yeah.
Strange was a servant. Um, and he also had the
What if they
Thor
make
corps
Doctor
as well as like like sort of like his police officers or whatever. But I mean, isn't he gonna have Doombots? You know, like
Oh, I think he will because if that presentation when he was released as when he came out as Doctor Doom, I mean, I think the people on the side that were also dressed as Doctor Doom, I think that's sign for Doombots. I
yeah.
mean, like,
I think here's the thing. I agree, like evil, like with Degrassi saying, like evil Avengers does sound pretty cheap or pretty lame, but at the same time, it's still kind of interesting if you are going to bring back the actual actors to do it. That's my only thing where I'm like, I don't know, like it's an idea that people have been talking about for quite some time, but at the same time,
I
I
mean,
kind of do want to see
rather
it.
than Doom is good.
Like
And also,
if they do evil Avengers, then you have to go all out. Like it has to be the original six who are
yeah.
evil. And
Well,
and let's be honest, I don't think the MCU is going to do
no,
what's Hulk's future version? I forget his name.
oh,
M-
I don't know.
Um, Met, it starts with the M, and I'm blanking on it. But Degrassi will put it in the chat. You know, he's got the
I
white
know.
beard and he's bald.
I know. Scarlett Johansson said when they wrote off her character in Endgame, she says, "Yeah, there's nothing left for Black Widow to do. Like, I don't think there's anything
Hmm.
left for Black Widow. That does not mean she could come back to play a villain and as a variant or something,
Right.
right? Same with Robert Downey Jr. This does not mean it's like I think his Iron Man is done, Maestro, but he's coming back as Doctor
Maestro,
Doom.
yeah.
Yeah, right. He's coming back as Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom. I'm sorry to say, he's not going to be a look. I don't think he's going to be a Loki character where he's going to be around a long time. I think he's just going to be couple movies, so that's it.
Hmm.
I mean, they have a title. They have a title after him. I mean, and then Secret Wars. I'm disappointed in that because I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is there for the long term again. I don't think so. I think he's just there for a couple movies, some cameo appearance here and there, or small appearances here and there between then. But apparently with Spider Man, Amy Pascal said with Spider Man, oh yeah, Spider Man 4 is going to focus on Peter just being Spider Man and not Peter Parker. And then she compared it to Batman. I'm like, yeah, but Batman was like that, and that's not. And you see what happens to Batman went in a direction. With the Batman, Bruce Wayne's actually the Batman. He's actually going the opposite direction. He's starting to develop a character. He's starting to develop the Bruce Wayne side of things. He's starting to
Hmm.
not be totally Batman. He's starting to like come out of a shell, be less reclusive, starting to be open with Alfred. I mean, I guess with Spider-Man, I guess it kind of makes sense because everybody doesn't know who he is, right? Everybody's memory is erased, so
Hmm.
nobody's gonna be close to him. He doesn't have that one person. There's only one person that's truly close to Bruce Wayne. That was Alfred, but nobody's close to him because nobody knows who he is. So I
Yeah,
guess
no
just
one
by
knows who.
being,
Yeah.
I guess just by being Spider-Man, like okay,
Well, I
um,
mean, if that's the case, I mean, isn't this the perfect time to introduce the symbiote? Like,
yeah, fuck,
this is
man. If
literally
I'm
the
look,
perfect time to do it.
I'm angry about this because I want to see no, and now we may not get to see him a period at all.
Yeah, because
Like
that was also another piece of news that came out that they are
that,
axing
yeah,
the
Craven
universe.
after Craven. It's like what the fuck? You just why did you know? It pisses me off when they do that. You start with a cliffhanger of Venom, and then you announce a couple days, well, a day before, or a day or 2 days before. Yeah, Craven is the last movie in the Sony verse. We're acting this. We're focusing on other things. And then Spider-Man stuff. I'm like, dude, you just teased us this character, and this is what you do.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, guys, if you haven't noticed, Craven's gonna be the last movie in this Sony
Yeah. So,
spin-off, Spider-Man.
yeah.
It's it's not doing very well. Age of Venom is not doing very well. Rotten Tomatoes wise, I do want to see. I hope the new one. Sony must now inform Marvel Studios about which Marvel villains it plans to use in its non-MCU project. I just want. Here, what can Sony just fun? Spider Verse is in the TV series. MCU just focus on the movies, please. The live action movies.
Yeah, I mean at this point,
Here's the thing. I don't think these films were even in development or greenlit. I mean, Sinister Six film was canceled years ago. Let's be honest. Immortal was
yeah.
yeah. This was uh
Well, I
yeah.
mean the
This is
Sinister Six movie, like up until recently, was still like being rumored to be worked on. Same thing with the Sable movie. Remember, we just heard them talk about oh Sony was making an Agent Venom movie. So I mean, I am kind of a little bit surprised that it came this. It was like, oh, we're gonna put a hold on this, and you're like, is it because Craven is gonna flop? I mean,
some
right
people.
now it's projected to open at what, 12 million domestic? It's
Some people
pretty
are saying
bad.
it's worse than Madam Reb.
Yeah, so I've listened to some reviews. By the way, I have no interest in watching the movie, so I was like, because listen, I knew the movie was going to be worse than Madam Web. I just knew it. Once I looked up the embargo and I was like, oh, the embargo comes out a day, the
Oh,
same day, and I was like, oh, I don't even think Madam Web came
Marvel.
out the same day. I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good, right? And
You
so
guys to
I,
come in.
what happened?
I'm just asking him to come in.
Must adhere to new guidelines, including a minimum budget. Oh wow, for any Marvel films.
No, here's the thing. There's no excuse. They could have produced good Spider-Man spin-off movies. They could have. There's
But
no
they're
fucking
not.
excuse.
The whole premise of a Spider-Man spin-off movie without Spider-Man is stupid. They should have never done
I
that.
I think it could. I mean, it worked. I mean, the thing is, it worked with Venom.
Yeah, but
Venom did well.
Venom is. But let's be honest,
Yeah,
Venom is the only standalone. Venom was spun off from Spider-Man and became his own standalone character.
that's true. It's just that they picked the wrong characters to do movies. I'm like Craven, Madam Reb, and Morbius. Yeah, they didn't. They picked the wrong characters, and
They, I mean, they
and
picked the
yeah,
wrong
these are
characters, but these characters like Rhino couldn't hold his own movie. Green Goblin is not going to hold his own movie. Even the most well-known
yeah,
Spider-Man villains are not going to carry their own
no,
movies.
no.
They're Spider-Man
This is
villains. Venom is the
this is
only. They should have just made Venom movies. That's
this is
really it.
not
That's all they should have done.
this is not Batman where some villains can be successful without Batman. I mean, Joker won, the Penguin, but Penguin technically was
Yeah, but
successful.
here's
But
the problem.
Batman was still
This is
the
the
thing.
big difference between Batman and Spider-Man villains. Batman villains are more sympathetic and they're way
Yes,
more stories of really fleshing out those
I'll say
characters.
it's not more
When it
interesting.
comes to Spider-Man, the only character they really did that with was ironically not even meant for Spider-Man. That story was not even meant for Spider-Man. It was actually going to be a Batman story, and I'm talking about Kraven the Hunter.
Oh,
Kraven the Hunter was not originally meant to be a Spider-Man story. And so when you read that comic, it's a very different type of Spider-Man story. And a lot of Spider-Man villains are these robbers, they're thugs, they're people who, to be honest, they don't have a lot of depth. And the main gimmick of them is that they have these interesting powers. Now, I'm not saying that they can't be sympathetic. I'm just saying that as it currently stands, Batman has way, like, there's more of a mythos for Batman's villains
uh-huh.
than there really is for Spider-Man villains. Even though Spider-Man has a ton of villains that we all recognize,
A good Will
it's just
Galloway.
not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. And Sony was stupid to think that just because Venom, who by the way is the only character that was spun
Yeah,
off, besides I guess Carnage and
Bat-
anything that is Venom adjacent.
Spider-Man does not have a character like the Joker. I mean, Green Goblin is supposed to be his arch nemesis, but Green Goblin is not. It's not like it's not the Joker in the sense that he's not transcending like the Joker
But even
among the odd the,
yeah, I mean he's not
right like
he hasn't.
despite
I mean
Goblins
they
thing.
have tried recently. They did the Red Goblin and all this bullshit,
Yeah,
um but typically these characters are not meant to be standalone
mainstream.
characters. They're not meant to. They don't. If they do have comics, they're miniseries, right? I mean, Sandman is sympathetic. Sandman has also been on the Avengers, right? But I'm saying in general, you still couldn't make a Sandman movie. Who's
Sandman
Sandman
movie.
gonna fight? You know what I mean? He's gonna
We
have to
got
fight another Spider-Man villain, just like how they did Morbius.
besides
Morbius doesn't need a
DC.
movie.
DC has Sandman already. They have a character named Sandman,
Yeah, but I mean, if you
or
were to make a
there's some good Netflix
Sandman
shows.
Sony
Yeah, I mean,
Spider-Man,
yeah,
it wouldn't work.
Sandman. No, no. Sandman would not work.
No,
No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those characters would not are not going to work. The whole premise is not going to work, and they should have, in my opinion, just focus on Venom, done a Venom trilogy. They should have they should have probably done the Spider-Man trilogy, be happy with the Spider-Man trilogy, and
Hydro Man.
then make Marvel Studios make a Venom movie. That's what they should have done. Because Venom is clearly the only character
Remember,
that can be spun off from Spider-Man.
remember, remember, people thought Hydro Man and Molten Man were in Spider Man Far From Home. but
Yeah. Well, I mean, they technically are, but yeah.
whoa, really?
Hydro Man and Molten Man, like, yeah,
Yeah, very.
they ain't gonna get no movies. You know what I mean? Like,
How
yeah,
about we
like,
give a movie to the Beetle or Shocker? Shocker should get his movie. Shocker has a spin off of the MCU because he's in the MCU.
mm,
I'm kidding. Technically, he
yeah,
is. I
no,
mean,
Null should have been saved for the MCU. That's what that should
I
have been.
wonder.
Like,
I wonder if the Prowler. I wonder if they could do something with Miles Morales MCU. Is it? Has it been enough time where Down Glover's character is more established as a Prowler, and and his nephew is old enough? Has it been enough time? 7 years, right? You think it's been enough time?
I'm not sure. I think Donald Glover is. I mean, maybe they want him to be more middle age. I mean, he's getting there, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I'm not sure. I think they probably just want to wait a little bit more after they do
They
the animated movie, right?
Kevin Feige wants him in the MCU. He talked about it. Like, he wants him in the MCU. That's up to. Hopefully, no. The thing is, yeah, no is Avengers movie to himself. Okay.
Right.
Okay. No most likely be a Spider-Man movie, but he's a Avengers type villain because if you read the comics, he managed to destroy the Avengers, the X-Men, anybody, man. He's
Hmm.
that, and he's probably harder to beat than Thanos. Because Thanos in MCU, he's durable and he's strong, but if he didn't, but he didn't have any trickery, chin trickery. He had no power, nothing. No, on the other hand, he's a god, an actual god, right? And I think he can
Hmm.
fly. I think he has symbiotic stuff. And if he gets a Necro Sword, which has destroyed the MCU, right? Because Thor destroyed it. It's fucked. You're fucked with Null, man. Null is this. The Avengers. I'll just say this: the Avengers would have a harder time defeating Null than they would have with Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet.
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I agree, by the way, Sideways. I think they should have done Anti-Venom
yeah.
for Venom 3. I think that would have been made more sense. I think, and it would have been more interesting to market at least, have the white Venom and, you know, all that stuff. So definitely a missed opportunity. I mean, at this point, I feel like if they are stopping with these movies, I think it's now time to be like, okay, well, can we have an MCU version of Venom now? You know what I mean? Like, where Tom Hardy is clearly not going to come back. You kind of
I,
threw that out the
that
window.
pissed me off
So
because we all thought he was gonna be part of the MCU.
yeah, we did, and then
I
now it
hate when
seems like that's it.
I hate when they troll people like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I mean, No Way Home was a great movie, but that's no. In the beginning of Venom 3, that don't fans don't like that. Fans don't like being
Yeah,
trolled with movies. Okay, Black members.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, visually, it would have been more interesting than the stupid aliens that we got. That's why I wasn't interested. Like, Craven, like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go see Craven. There's no way in hell, especially to pay for it. I didn't even pay for Madam Web. I saw it in theaters, but I didn't pay money for to see it.
I know.
I watched it for free. That was the only way I could have seen it. And this movie, from what it sounds like, people are saying it's not like it's so funny, it's bad. Like Madam
It's
Web,
bad.
like
It's
people
bad.
are saying it's boring. Yeah, it's like very boring, bad storytelling. The action, I guess, is decent, but a lot of stuff doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not,
I'm
you
gonna see
know,
it just because I want to make fun of it. That's why.
yeah, but from the sounds of it, it doesn't even sound like it's very
That's fine.
fun to
Really.
make fun of. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why
So
I'm like,
I
I just
really want to make
can't.
fun of Grace Randolph. That's what I want to do. I want to see it
Yeah, Grace. I
so I can.
mean, if no any Grace liked the
Grace
movie.
liked
I
it, by the
mean, it's her
way.
opinion, but it's the way she does it though. It's like, I just have a feeling when the
Jake
box
Morgan.
office comes
So
in, she's gonna change her opinion
you know.
because there's no
Oh,
way
you
in
think?
hell that she. Yeah, I think she's
Stop
gonna change her
bullying
opinion on this.
Craven! Stop bullying Craven!
Yeah, she said that in the review. She said
Remember
if
I
you're
showed
gonna
you
see
the.
this movie, she said if you're gonna see the movie and laugh at it, she said don't go see it. That's what she said in the review.
Well, too bad. It was-
She's like it's like the equivalent of what do remember how we were talking about singing in the movie theater? She said
Oh
laughing at a movie that is not supposed to be funny is the same as singing in a movie theater.
no, it's not.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said.
No, what is what? No, I mean I don't like when people say I don't think people should sing in a movie theater, but people are singing in a movie theater just because they like the song as being
If
sung.
people laugh
I
in
mean,
a movie that is not supposed to be funny, but it makes
yeah.
them laugh, I'm not gonna get mad at them. Like, let's be honest. Chances are I'm
Yeah.
probably laughing with them too.
Oh yeah. Oh, also another funny thing, Campy, he trims out his segments. What did I show you
You
about an
know,
hours ago?
hold on. You
Like,
know what's funny? Hold on before you say that. Degrassi, she actually says Aaron Taylor Johnson is actually ugly, and she doesn't understand
oh,
why people find him
I
hot.
think
Yes.
I also said Aaron. I almost thought you were gonna say Aaron World Order. She said that. That'd be hilarious.
That would have been funny. Yeah, she has said this multiple times that she finds, which maybe she's lying, but she said that she doesn't find Aaron Taylor Johnson attractive, and she doesn't really understand why people find him attractive. She just thinks he's kind of meh.
This is. She finds Harrison Ford attractive. Okay, Harrison Ford's like
Yeah,
80. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Oh
true.
yeah. What did that segment I trimmed out for you from John Campbell? What did it say? The title. You, you
Oh
can
yeah,
say.
he said mixed. He said it's not mixed if it has a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not mixed. It's
Yeah.
being that's considered it's being slammed. They're slamming the movie. Just like how they slammed what's the Lord of the Rings movie? The
Yeah.
new
That's.
Lord of the that's getting slammed. All the like yeah, there's like whew,
Yeah.
man, movies getting slammed this December,
I know
the
Creature
final
Commandos. I
month.
mean, Creature Commandos has still been a good high audience score, but I can tell
Mhm.
from some reviews on the audience that it's getting some review bombed. I could tell. I could
Probably,
tell.
but I saw some people saying that, but is it getting review bombed by
It's not doing that much.
Snyder
It's only seven.
fans?
I assume it's Snyder fans.
People who think eh,
Yeah, I could tell.
probably, probably. How does Grace find Red Hulk attractive? I don't know. I think it's maybe his chest.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It has some. It still has some hair on it. I mean, get rid of the hair. I'm sorry. It doesn't look good on the Hawk.
I mean, Captain. Oh, did you hear the rumor that Anthony Mackie is apparently upset that they announced that Chris Evans is coming back in Avengers.
Who made that rumor?
I don't know. I don't know where this rumor originated, so I
I bet
can't
you that's
say. But it was
bullshit.
something
That's
being spread.
bullshit.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's bullshit. Let's see. Let's track down the source. Who
Why
originally?
did
Even though I
why
should be doing work, I'm almost
why
done.
did Anthony Mackie and Chris Evans not get along on set during all the other times they filmed? Wait,
No, I don't think it's anything with that. It was the rumor was, and that Anthony Mackie was not happy because they announced his return before his movie came out, and so it just seems like, oh, they're
oh
going to replace him very quickly, and so it's kind of like
but they did
unfair. That
say that
was
he's
what,
returning as Captain America. Anthony Mackie's returning as Captain America.
yeah, they did say that, but at the same time, they also didn't say if Chris Evans was coming back as Captain America.
But the thing is, he wanted to be announced first before Chris Evans. Is that what he
No,
wanted?
no,
He wanted.
he's trying to say that his movie didn't come out yet, and yet they are already bringing back Chris Evans
So
Captain America.
he
And so
so
it's
he
not fair to him that he didn't get his time in the spotlight before he returned, is
oh
what he's
so
saying.
okay, so he wanted to
That's the
wait till the
rumor.
movie is
That's the
out.
rumor.
Okay,
Yeah. That's why I say I could
you
kind of
think
see that. Like, I could kind of believe something like that. I mean, it seems
maybe
very
it's
petty for sure. I mean, but
what I think is Chris Evans is just not going to Chris. And I guess Chris Evans has been announced because he's not going to be a surprise. It's nothing major.
yeah, but if that's the case, then doesn't that mean he's a main character? That's why I say I'm like,
Yeah, he'll
is
be a
Chris Evans
character.
a main
Yeah.
character? A main character?
Well, yeah,
Then that's a pretty big deal, no?
it is, but this it's just not going to be a surprise character. He's not going to be a surprise character. That's all. I guess
I
he's
mean,
not
but
one.
him being a main character means that
I,
he's going to be the main focus of the movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Why announce it? I mean, we did get Elektra announced before we even saw the movie in the
yeah.
trades. So maybe it is just a like, oh, he's coming back in like a short cameo, but or extended cameo, I should say.
oh,
But
oh,
off topic, there is literally a Sony Spider-Man Universe stan account calling people Disney fanboys for hating on Madam Web and Craven the Hunter. That
wait,
must be
did
a troll, right?
Grace did not like Madame Web, but she likes Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, she didn't like Madam Web, but she liked Morbius.
Yeah, and I think she did not
In
like
the
Madame.
review, in the review, it was a very bizarre review. She said the movie was very solid, excellently solid, which doesn't even make sense.
Accidentally
But
solid.
yeah, she said, and then she said that's increasingly rare nowadays, as most movies are not solid. And then she said there's a lot of comic book accurate stuff in this movie. And she said if you really like comic books, you'll like this movie. And I had no clue what the hell
Wait a
she was
minute.
talking
Doesn't
about,
the
to be honest.
doesn't the guy turn to a fucking actual rhino?
Yeah.
Well, that's not comic book accurate.
I mean, I have no clue what she was talking about in that review. Like, absolutely. Like, again, I never saw the movie, but if you're trying to convince people to see this movie, Grace Randolph's
It's
review
not the answer.
is not going to sway anybody.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you know Grace Randolph, the way she describes whether it's spoiler or not spoiler review, it's like it's cringe stuff. It's like what? What? It makes you like what? What does this have to do with this? What does that have to do with it? What are you saying? What are you trying to apply
Right.
here? It's like some stuff doesn't. The stuff doesn't even make sense. Like
Hmm.
she'll go off the rails with some stuff. And then she'll go like on a political rant or something like that. Like James Gunn. I don't know. She's Grace Randolph's not the best reviewer, and I'll say this: John Campbell's not the best reviewer either. No,
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's people in our comment section saying they're going to see the movie regardless, but I
I'm
mean,
gonna shit on it. That's what I'm gonna say it for. Cause
yeah, I mean, like in all honesty, I mean, this movie is going to flop. I really don't want to
I
see the
heard
movie. I don't have any interest in watching the movie.
you should see it because it'll make for the hell of it.
No, hell no, hell no. I
Why?
really don't want to pay money just to sit down and watch the
Who said,
movie. If I
who said you
knew
have to
it,
pay money?
if it's bad, I mean, yeah, you could sneak in. You could sneak in, but
Who
I
says
have
you
to
have to
pay for
sneak
another
in there?
movie.
I'm not condoning
Oh,
anything.
Sail the High Seas. If you give me a link,
Yeah.
I'll watch like the first like 10 minutes, and if I can get through those 10 minutes, um then I'll watch the rest. If I can't, then I'll just say I couldn't watch the movie. So if you could find me a link,
All
if
right.
someone could find me a link, I'll
Probably the same
watch it
link
out of
I got you.
curiosity.
Probably the same link I got you from Creature Commandos. I don't know. Whatever that is.
We'll see. We'll have to see. But in other words, I'm not paying to see this movie. I'm gonna let it bomb, let it flop, let it implode. Which is funny. They put it in
It's
December thinking it was gonna make money.
Craven time. Wait, no.
Yeah, it's
Mo-
Craven time.
Craven. Craven time. Yeah, but
Yeah,
they released they were gonna release it last year. Man,
yeah,
not COVID.
because well, people know now why they delayed the movie because the ending of this movie, the CGI is so bad, and they had to reshoot the ending action sequence because in the original cut there was no big action sequence,
Uh
and Sony got scared, and so they actually added in the Rhino into the movie
oh,
because the
Rhino was
Rhino
bad.
was not in the movie. Yeah, the Rhino, people are saying he's like a very cartoonish, like very silly, ridiculous part of the movie, and he doesn't really fit in super well. And then another stuff that I heard was that Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven is not really a bad guy. He's a bad guy who actually one person said, I don't remember who said this because I watched the different reviews, but someone said that Russell Crowe was more like Craven the Hunter from the comics than Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh,
So I thought that was kind of interesting. Someone said that. Um, Another thing that was said was that there's a lot of recurring nightmares of spiders, but there's no connection as to why they're referencing spiders because Craven
that's
has
just
never encountered Spider-Man. Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense. And then
that's just an Easter
what
egg
was
of
another
Spider
thing?
Man. That's it.
Yeah, someone said there's a surprisingly a lot of Easter eggs and references to the comics. What was another one? Eh, I'm blanking on one of them. No, I mean they changed. Obviously, he has like some power in the movie. People are saying that part was interesting. Um, but yeah, overall the movie is not a very good movie. Shocker,
Yeah, the
shocker.
weenies.
Pun, I guess pun intended, but shocker. I'm shocked.
Shock. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. What else
Oh,
is
there
there to
is
talk?
one
Right.
thing semi-related. The 28 years later trailer.
Oh yeah,
What a trailer.
Aaron Taylor
What a
Johnson.
trailer. Yeah. My only concern is don't be The Last of Us. That's my only concern.
Mm. Oh, with the
But I'm
community and all that
curious.
shit. The
Yeah.
thing is, all, fortunately, all apocalyptic societies end up like Last of Us. I mean, Last of Us was the first. I mean, but they all end up like that. There's like there's always a
Yeah.
community.
Obviously, yeah, The
You have to,
Last of Us is inspired by The Road, but
yeah,
because I mean, The Last of Us is now more popular because of the TV show. We're getting the second season next year. I was like, oh, is Aaron Taylor Johnson and this kid? Is there going to be like a lasso situation? So I'm just saying, I hope not. Yes, they did shoot it on an iPhone, but it's like an iPhone that's like on a rig attached to like this, a cinema lens. So
So there's gonna be a fourth film. It's gonna be called 28 Centuries. I don't know.
someone
28
said
centuries
28
later,
decades
because
later.
it goes days,
That would be
weeks.
interesting. Yeah, they skipped months.
28
They skipped
decades later.
months.
20,
Yeah,
that's
28
that's
decades
that's
later.
almost 3 centuries, man. That's not a bad idea. What it
Yeah,
would look like in 300 years. That's not really a bad idea, actually.
the zombies. It sounds pretty cool,
Yeah, like
actually.
what would society be look like after the apocalypse event 300, 200, 300 years later? It's not really a bad idea if you think about it.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, but the trailer, whoever cut the trailer, it was great. Another concern I have is Alex Garland has been writing a lot of. I don't think his writing has been up to par recently. I did not like Civil War. I did not like Men, and both of those movies I feel like had major issues because of their writing.
Hmm.
I know he said he's like done with directing and he doesn't want to direct anymore, but I don't think that was his problem. I think his problem was that his writing got weaker. Because Alex Garland is a very strong writer, but
Nia DaCosta.
Civil War just has issues. Nia
Nia
DaCosta.
DaCosta. Oh, from after
Wait,
Marvels.
28 years
Yeah.
later will be two. It'll be two parts. Okay, I see what they're saying.
Let's see what else I put in my description. Um.
Well, tomorrow there might be some
Uh.
big news.
What?
The
Game
Game
Award.
Awards, apparently people are saying there's going to be two big announcement at the Game Awards that is going to blow people away.
Video games or movies or TV?
Games,
Oh, I know. I know Mafia, and what's the other one that hasn't
not Mafia. These are things that are not announced.
announced?
No one knows them yet. Yeah, Mafia and
Okay.
Borderlands we already know about. Those
Yeah.
are things that were announced. They're not going to blow anybody away.
Oh.
These are announcements no one knows, or people are saying they know the announcement and they know that it's going to be a big deal. I have some guesses. I have some guesses here based on who's going to be at the.
John Campus gonna be there?
Oh hell no. Oh
He
hell
was there
no.
last year for some reason.
By the way, if Nia DaCosta is one of the directors for 28, uh
Oh
that's
yeah.
not going to be good. I'm sorry. Nia DaCosta, when listen, it's not because of the Marvels as to why I don't like Nia DaCosta. It's because of Candyman. That movie was bad. That
Yeah.
movie was really bad, and she's not good at horror at all. So, I mean, this will be what, her third movie? I believe it's her third movie. Let me check.
I
It might be
think
her fourth movie. I don't know if she did something else before
no
Candyman.
no this no Candyman was her second movie. Um,
It was her
this would be
second
her
movie.
fifth movie. 28 days later will be her fifth movie.
Oh, really?
Part
Really?
yeah. She
What
has a
did she
movie called
do?
Hedda.
Oh, let me see.
Hedda to
I'm gonna look at her filmography. I didn't know.
yeah.
I thought her first movie was Candyman. Yeah, she did a movie called Little Woods. I see it now. Little Woods, 2018. Previous.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then she also did an episode in Top Boy. And yeah. So, yeah, Candyman, in my opinion, not a very good movie whatsoever. Really bad movie. So, and it was a bad horror movie. I remember me and my friends, we went to go see that movie. We were excited, and we walked out very disappointed. So
Question.
if she is directing 28 years later, the second part, I have no faith in that.
Is
Sorry.
question. Question. Is Tony Todd in Indiana Jones the video game?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Okay, that's what I countered at the beginning. Okay. The guy I countered looks like Tony Todd. Like, wait, is that Tony
Yeah,
Todd?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the. I mean, he was promoting the game before he passed away. But yes.
Oh, okay. what were the games you're gonna say that you
Yeah,
think is
so there's some rumors going around of what they could show. So one rumor is that we're going to see Naughty Dog's next game. That is the predominant rumor that has been going around because while this rumor of people, and these are big people, credible people. Jason Schreier is a credible person. He writes for Bloomberg.
Last of
He's
Us
saying
Three?
that it's not going to be Last of Us 3. They already said it's not Last of Us related.
It's not gonna be
Um,
it's
but
not gonna
at the
be
same time as people saying this, there was other
Uncharted.
people saying there's going to be big PlayStation news. And so people are saying that, oh, they might be. One rumor was that they might be announcing a God of War trilogy remaster.
Mm,
I could see that. Will it blow me away? No,
not really.
but I could see that being possible because that's been a consistent rumor for quite some time now. Um, the next rumor I'm blanking on. It's not GTA. They're never gonna show GTA at an
No.
award show. But people are saying, yeah, a lot of people are saying that one guy says you should
It's,
stay awake this year.
it's nothing really.
Um,
There's nothing really to show from GTA since we got the trailer like some time ago. Why is
well,
it so
GTA is now rumored to be getting delayed.
probably?
No, okay, so now this is the big one. Okay, this is the one that people are joking about, and I didn't know if it was real or not. People are saying, and I think it's bullshit, that the game that they're gonna show off is Half-Life 3. Now I don't believe that. That sounds like a troll job. If that is the case, then yes, that would shock people.
Hmm.
That would probably blow a lot of people away if they showed Half-Life 3. I mean, the thing is, they did put out a new Half-Life game. I want to play that game, Half-Life Alex.
People are
Um,
calling GTA 6 woke already. Why? Because your feed in it.
no, because they said they gave like the writers parameters or like you can't make fun of trans people and minorities, and people were saying it was woke, even though I
Um,
think in GTA 5 they had like trans ads and they had to remove them from the game.
I
But
think I think they should let that in. I mean, it's GTA for goodness sake.
yeah, I mean the thing is like people are like acting like GTA is like
It's censored.
racist or like they say crazy things. Like GTA is
Yeah,
not that crazy.
yeah. I'm
Like
trying to say
it's more like making it does make fun of stereotypes.
it's very satire because GTA is very satire like.
Yeah, but I mean I think they're more going to be making fun of like social media culture and the way people are acting because I think that's what they tend to do. They tend to pick at certain trends or and make fun of them. Like in GTA 5, they were making fun of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook and the
Yep.
movie industry and all that stuff like that. So I feel like GTA 6 based on that first trailer is going to be very much about social media. Um it just kind of makes sense. It's something they would probably make. You could see tons of missions just being based on social media. That's kind of my guess. Um, yeah, people are saying Half-Life 3 and Naughty Dog's next game. Those are the two big games that are going to shock people.
Because an update on Wolverine. That's what I know.
No.
You
And
know?
Wolverine would not shock anybody because Wolverine has been announced. These are two games that are not announced.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Oh, oh, you know what's
yeah,
been
and it's not
announced?
Nintendo. It's not Nintendo. That's another thing too, I should say.
Oh yeah, Nintendo. That'd be like Nintendo has announcement like Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Imagine at the Game Awards, they won't do that.
Nah,
Nintendo,
Nintendo wouldn't do that. Microsoft would do that, but not Nintendo.
no.
Um,
Speaking
there's
of it,
another thing. Sonic might get something at the Game Awards.
yeah, it'll
A
just
new
be there
Sonic game,
promoting the movie. I
but
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the cast is there just to promote the movie because it does come out next week.
yeah, I'm looking at the subreddit right now. That's why. Um,
Woke, woke, woke GTA 6. What about
Yeah,
Warhammer's a go, man?
yeah,
Henry
they
Cavill,
confirmed
Warhammer.
it now officially.
Who cares about Warhammer? Who wants to watch
Well,
Warhammer?
actually, apparently Warhammer this year was pretty had a pretty big deal. I mean, I think they
I
had a
know.
couple of thing. I mean, they had the game, the Space Marine game that came out. I heard that did pretty well. Because I think it was Variety or someone. They were like listing like the biggest franchises this year, and they put Warhammer on there, and people were like, "Oh wow, that's
Jeff
pretty
Bezos.
surprising."
Jeff Bezos hosted awards again. Oh my!
Yeah, of course he is. Fuck Jeff Keighley.
Is there
I don't
nobody
even.
else?
I'm going to listen. I might be busy because I told Meta I'm probably going to be busy, but if I can finish the work in time, or I could get most of it done so then I can watch it and I can work at the same time, that might be a possibility. But at the same time, I kind of don't really want to watch the show because I don't really care about any of the nominees. Like, yes, there are games I like this
That's
year.
not what I'm watching it for. Nobody's watched
Yeah.
that. Let's be
Yeah, but
honest.
I also don't want to see people say, "Where's Wonder Woman?" because they're not going to show Wonder Woman. They're not going to show Wolf Among Us or 2. They're not
No.
going to show a lot of these games that they showed us. We're not going to see Blade. We're not going to see any of those games. And so it's annoying as hell when everybody's like, when are they going to show this? Blah, blah, blah." They're not going to show those games. They never, I mean, I'm trying to even think. Rarely do they show repeating games at the Game Awards. Like they'll do that at like
No.
E3 or Gamescom and Games Fest, but they'll never do it at the Game Awards. Like the Game Awards is like
No, they
they
want to
tend
do
to
this new
just
stuff.
want big and now, yeah, they want like newer things.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about the Naughty Dog game because I think this might be a
Crash
pretty
Bandicoot.
big deal. Because the way it's being described, this new game by Naughty Dog,
It's like a
so
new
there's a couple of
IP.
things. Ooh, shit, they got new skins for Marvel Rivals?
Nice. It's a
I
new.
need that Star-Lord skin.
It's a new IP for Marvel. Not for Marvel. For you think for Naughty Dog?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a new IP. It's not Last of Us
Yeah.
3. Last of Us 3 was already if it's first off one, if it's Last of Us 3, that's not the game that is coming out soon. That can't be the game.
HBO
Um
might force them to make Last of Us 3
I
eventually.
don't think they would. I think that comes down to PlayStation. I'm pretty sure PlayStation is going to force them to make a Last of Us. It's not Venom. It's not Venom. Like
Yeah,
I
I
said,
mean,
these are two games that have not been known. They're
the
not
thing is,
known. Like no one knows about them.
I'm just saying, blind. If we know season 2 and 3 is gonna be Last of Us season, the second game, right?
Mhm.
But what's season 3 and 4? What are they gonna do? Oh, no, that's 3 4 and 5. What's that gonna be about if there's no Last of Us 3? You're gonna have to make up shit.
Well, I think they are going to be making up some stuff.
Yeah, so if they make up some shit, will they have to put what you can see
My
in
my
season
big
4 and 5
theory for
into the video
season
game?
for because okay, season 2 for season 4. This is my guess is what they're going to do because this is if I had to have a flaw, I guess I have a couple of flaws for the second game. But the whole prologue ending to me doesn't really fit with the game. It's like a new location. And it's like introduces like too many new things that feel like you could have maybe saved this or this could have been like DLC and you could have fleshed it a little bit more out. So my guess is that they would cut off the prologue and just make it a fourth season and they could flesh that out and explore it a little bit more. Now, the only thing that I could see being a problem is would people really want 3 seasons of Ellie going after Abby? I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's
because that's what it's gonna be, right? But it could be very possible that maybe The Last of Us just ends, the show just ends, and then they have like a massive hiatus. Because another theory that a lot of people have is that they might do a massive time jump That's another theory that a lot of people have for The Last of Us Part 3, that they would do a time jump where Ellie is like a much older character,
Oh, they meant to recast Bella Ramsey for that.
or they could just wait. They
You know,
could
they
just wait a decade.
could. Yeah, Pedro Pascal will be like 60 by then.
Well, he's dead.
Well, oh yeah,
He's
he's
dead.
right. He'd be dead. See, well,
Spoilers, yeah, he's
I
dead,
did
so it
not
don't
know
matter.
Mando Grogu was secretly filming this time, the whole time. I did not know that.
You didn't know
I did
where I said that though. They wrapped
what?
up filming a couple of weeks ago, or not, like
No.
a month ago.
So they had like Jeremy Allen White's gonna play like the
Yeah,
Hutt. So I
yeah,
don't
the
know.
son of the Hutt. Yeah.
What the fuck? How do Hutts have kids? How do they? How do they use? How? Oh my god! How do they do this? Like, it's weird as
Well,
fuck.
he was introduced in Clone Wars. I don't
And
know anything about this character. I just saw the news and people are saying that.
one of the Hutt. Fuck.
Oh,
What a name.
speaking of Star Wars, um, doesn't seem like what's it called is doing very well in terms of ratings.
Oh
What's
yeah.
the show called? Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. We'll have to see, but I still didn't. I listen. It's not be well. To be fair, I do kind of think the first episode is a little bit slow, but it's
No,
not.
it picks
I
up.
haven't returned to it yet. It's just because I'm busy. That's really it. I haven't watched
You know,
anything, but I
it's better
do
writing.
kind of think that first episode is kind of boring. It's like a little too stretched out. Like I was saying this the last time I was on. It's like I felt like it was like too long, and I still didn't finish it. And it wasn't like, I mean, it's a lot of cliches, you know what I mean? Like, um,
Oh
and
yeah.
I didn't like the dad too. Like the dad was just, that shit pissed me off. I was just like, why are you a single dad and you just like neglect your kid like that? Like it's just, I didn't like that. I mean, I know like that's the point, but I don't know. That I think they could have written it a little bit better. But yeah,
Jeremy Allen White is one of the Hutt. Okay, he's Mando Grogu. Okay.
hmm
Um. What else Oh, do you like the media appearance movies?
the media parent movies.
Meet Your Parents, Ben Stiller.
Oh, oh yeah, I know those movies. I
They're
mean,
making they're making a fourth one.
a fourth one. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like the
no
first two.
comment, I guess.
No comment. What else?
Yeah,
What,
I don't really care that much.
what else dropped today? Oh yeah, you can't wait to play. Can't wait to April for you because of Indiana Jones, man. It's really, really good so far.
Yeah,
It feels like an Indiana Jones game. You're looking at playing a movie too, man.
yeah, that's what people are saying. It's like a simulator, indie
Yeah.
simulator. Yeah, I'll get to it. I mean, this month I just, yeah, I'll play. I'm gonna replay Astrobot on stream. We're gonna finish Resident Evil 4. We're gonna play Marvel Rivals. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna like. I'll put up another poll and ask people, should
Oh,
I play like Resident Evil 2 and 3, or you know, should I play
so
something else? I have Final Fantasy
and
16, by the way, so
this poll for Fandango has to be wrong. This can't be a real poll.
hmm,
So I want to talk about this, Brian. So Fandango did a poll: top 10 most anticipated movies 2025, according to 9,000 people. Well, so we're gonna go from 10 to 1, and your mouth's gonna drop when you hear the number one movie. Okay, so we'll go
okay,
10 to 1. Number 10, 28 years later. Okay, number 9, Superman. Number
okay,
8, The Accountant. Number 7, Wicked 2. Number 6, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Number 5,
okay.
Fantastic Four. Number 4, Ballerina. Number 3, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. Number 2, Mission Impossible. Can you guess what the number one movie is? We kind of talked about a little bit the actor a little bit, about half an hour ago. Guess the movie.
The actor? Now I'm confused.
He said he wasn't really happy. He said he might not have been happy with the returning actor.
Oh, Captain America?
Yes, yes. It's number one according to Fandango among 9,000 people. Captain America: Brave New Order.
For real?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
Fandango. Yes, according to Fandango.
Fandango also said that Venom 3 was like the most anticipated fall release as well this year.
I mean, what kind of fans are they? What kind of fans are they getting?
Yeah, I
So,
don't know who's getting hyped for that, but
are you kidding
I
me?
don't know.
Superman is lower than Accountant. Are you
Yeah,
Avatar
do
is number
people even
6.
know that they're making a accountant too? Like the accountant, like it hasn't it been like
A-
9 years since the accountant
Av-
one? Like
Avatar should
what
be a
the
top
hell?
5 movie. That movie makes like 2 billion. 6.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like no, man. Like this is ridiculous. This is not. What kind of people are they ask here? Is this?
these are probably movies that people like that are known. No, but the thing is, the accountant doesn't even have a trailer. Avatar doesn't. I mean, Avatar isn't known, but
You kind of never had a. Yeah, they don't have a trailer. Near did Avatar. I mean, Avatar's different. Avatar's like a
yeah, Avatar is
beast.
Avatar. Superman
Yeah,
doesn't have a trailer. I mean, we just got the 28 years later trailer, so
yeah. Mission Impossible. I think just got a trailer too. Ballerina. Fantastic
mhm.
Four. No trailer. Avatar. No trailer yet. Wicked 2 doesn't have a trailer. It's just that even with no trailer shown, even this is still ridiculous because no, who the hell has a count on the top 10 list? Who has a ballerina on the top 10 list? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
and the thing is the word like it's the how it's the order. Captain America is not number one. Okay, there can't be number
Yeah,
one. I mean, if it was number one, what do you think is the most number one movie in your mind?
I can't, on my
I
opinion, or what everybody else thinks,
what everybody else
because
thinks.
I can't tell you. I really don't know what.
I want to hear what I think of this because I think it'll make the most money. I think it's gonna be Avatar.
I think yeah, I think Avatar would be a fair guess. I guess yeah.
Yeah, Avatar for
I mean,
sure.
Avatar is kind of like guaranteed, right?
And Avatar is not exactly the best story.
No, I didn't. I wasn't like a big Avatar hater, but I did not like that second movie. I thought the second movie was what people were saying about the first movie. In my opinion, it was very boring, very boring. The
Yeah,
characters I didn't find interesting. I didn't like really anything about that movie
and I
besides
don't
the visual
I
effects.
don't find the visuals all that groundbreaking anymore. Like
I mean, I will say the visuals are impressive. They are impressive, but I just don't think like I don't know. Like once
I
you're
don't know,
watching it and it's
Travis.
impressive, but at the same time, it's like the story's not engaging.
I don't know. I don't know
So it's
why.
just kind
How?
of like whatever.
I mean, you got not even Thunderbolts is up there. Like
No, I don't. I
I,
think Thunderbolts is not going to do well.
I would take. I mean, yeah, this is. It's not a good move. It's not a good. Oh, Final Destination 6 comes out.
Yeah,
Final Destination becomes become DVD, straight to DVD kind of films. It's become
yeah, but they haven't had one for a while,
I
so it
know
might
because it
be
became a
like a Saw
joke.
movie.
It became a
Yeah,
joke,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? Like
There's
all
too
horror
many of
movies
them.
eventually, all a lot of horror movies eventually become cheesy as fuck, right? Like
Yeah.
Jason, Freddy, they really watered them down. They they don't sometimes they don't know when to stop, honestly.
hmm
And they're doing a reboot of I Know What You
I
Did
think
Last Summer.
oh yeah, that's gonna be trash. I think the Final Destination, because it's been quite some time without a sequel. I think that movie might do
Let me
decent.
see
Is
the
it
Final
coming out in
Destination.
October?
I don't. I think. Let me see.
I know. I think Tony Todd
May.
is gonna be in it. That's
Yeah,
his
because he
last
is in
movie.
all the other one. Yeah, because he doesn't he
Yeah.
play like deaf or something.
I don't know. I gotta be honest. I don't know.
I think he plays like deaf. I don't know because he's always there when Bloodlines is called. Tony Todd.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not like a big cast, man. It's not like it's a bunch of
No.
nobodies in the film.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, they want to make
Well,
money.
I mean, I know Elizabeth Minstead was in one of them. I forget which one. She wasn't big at the time, but she was like in one of the Final Destinations. I think it might have been the third or fourth one. But yeah. Oh, they got the girl from Stargirl.
Mm.
Wow. I can't believe Captain America is number one.
I
Why?
think I think it's they. I mean, the trailer did pretty well. Because I mean, number one, yeah, I could see it being in the top five. Because unlike us, I think the general audience saw that first trailer and was like, "Oh, this is pretty good." It's, Deadpool and Wolverine was good, so it's Captain America. Maybe this is going to be good. But
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, my prediction of it making a billion,
And Marvel,
that's out the window. I don't believe
Marvel in
that anymore.
2024, despite the lack of Marvel Studios projects, besides Echo, it did have a pretty good 2024. Agatha did well. X-Men 97 was good. It's Deadpool Wolverine was good.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. All the comic book movies that came out this year,
Most of them sucked.
only one of them
Was good. Really good.
was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two of them made some money, or well, one of them was a box office hit.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Venom, I guess, made some
Oh, I
money.
mean, okay. I mean, Madam Web was not didn't do anything well. Venom
Hey,
didn't make
Harvey Dent, you know you're my sock account, right?
it.
I know who you are. I'm the one controlling Harvey Dent 13, the account.
Yeah. I want Obama to do a eulogy for the Saudi Spider-Man universe. You have to tell
Okay,
him to
I'll
come on.
ask when he comes on. When he comes on. Hey, sideways. Your girlfriend might be Clayface.
Oh my god! Did you hear people make a big deal of James Gunn releasing the voiceovers for the sex scene in episode 2, Creature Commanders?
Yeah, why were they making that a big deal?
Guess you know what's making it a big deal.
They're Snyder fans.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Oh, wait, what's going on? 29
What?
minutes ago.
Well, that's
Is
29
is
minutes.
Jeff Snyder saying James Gunn canceled multiple DCU projects already?
Where?
That's what he's saying. That's what Jeff Snyder's saying on his article. Says saying well, this is on
Oh, it's
Reddit.
behind a
It's
paywall, isn't
behind a
it?
paywall, yeah.
Oh,
So
so I can't.
no one knows. That's probably why. I'm not giving them $1 again.
But
But it says
he's a
I just
creep.
saw somewhere that supposedly um the J.J. Abrams Superman project and Constantine 2 um
Nah.
that they canceled the J.J. Abrams Superman and Constantine. Yeah, Constantine 2 didn't go anywhere.
Well,
They announced it and then it went
somebody's gonna
nowhere.
ask Gunn, and Gunn's gonna reply, guys. That's what Gunn does. Oh, I think maybe that's why Jeff Snyder doesn't want Gunn to be on social media anymore.
Mm, Well, yeah, that's why Grace doesn't want him on social media too.
Oh, because he's afraid. Oh, that's a point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Really
that could
good
be
point.
possible. But yeah,
But
he's claiming
has James Gunn actually called out Jeff Snyder before in the past?
no,
The ones
no,
have
I
a
don't
hate
believe
motive for
so.
him.
Well, I wish we could read the article instead of it being up on behind a paywall.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting article to read. But I'm not paying again. I'm not paying him $1.
What's $1?
I'm not giving you $1, Jeff Snyder. I'm not. I did it
Yeah, I'm not.
once, and I'm
Yeah.
not subscribing to your bullshit anymore.
Well, how much is it really? Because it's Canadian. currency. So how much
No,
would
it
it be?
was $1. It was $1
Oh,
Canadian.
really?
I saw it on my
Oh,
bank statement. Yeah, it was
oh
$1.
God. See a dollar bank statement, you feel like so cheap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just like, man.
Yeah, comic
Um,
movies did not do well this year. That's true. I mean,
no, yeah,
even The
comic
Crow.
movies flopped.
Oh,
They
mega flop.
flopped.
What was the second income for a comic book movie this year? Behind
The
Deadpool.
second highest grossing, Venom.
Was it Venom? But
Yeah,
that's not a lot either, right? Like, oh, yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Well, I hope 2024.
Oh,
What?
Sergeant Rock is in Creature Commando?
Oh, maybe. Well, maybe it's because
Yes.
GI
No,
Wobot.
yes.
GI Wobot.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Because
seeing the picture right here.
Maybe it's a GI Wobot flashback scene.
I think so. Well, also there's also a rumor that GI Robot is gonna die as well.
2022 was not the worst year for comic book movies. What are you talking about?
2020, huh?
All the movie,
2022?
every comic book movie that came out 2022 besides Morbius made over 500 million.
I mean, in terms of, I mean, there was the Batman. There was a lot of comic book movies in 2022 for Marvel
Even,
and DC.
but they all except Morbius all made over 500 million.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say all of them are good, but I would say at least the
But they're successful
Batman.
in terms of box office.
I mean, well, Harvey Dent 13 is my stock account, so I mean, I wouldn't believe what he's saying.
And the only scoop I believe is Comedy Kitty. Comedy Kitty.
Comedy. I believe Comedy Kitty and Harvey Dent 13. And it's not because I'm both of those people.
Financially, 2022 was actually a pretty good year for comic book movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Okay, I mean Black Adam. Yeah, Black Adam made, but even Black Adam made like 400 million, better than most of the movies here this year.
Yeah, I mean Thor also wasn't a well-received movie, but that movie still made
700 million, almost
yeah.
800.
So I
Yeah,
don't know. The 2023 was definitely way worse in terms of comic book movies, like than 2022. I
Guardians
mean,
was
we
the
had
best movie.
Ant-Man. Yeah,
Yeah,
besides Guardians and Spider-Man, I mean, I Shazam 2 was garbage. I didn't see Blue Beetle. I know people like Blue Beetle, but
Blue Beetle did
um,
not do well at box office.
Aquaman, like
And no promotion Blue Beetle because it was the strikes.
yeah, and then the Marvels. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. 2018 was the best year for comic book movies, and I
Well,
disagree.
we got Infinity War. What else? Venom did
Black
well.
Panther, Venom, Ant-Man,
Spider-Man.
Aquaman, and yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. I think it's close, in my opinion, is very close, but I don't. I think the only year that I would say, I'm trying to think. I would say 2017 was a better year,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I mean for me personally, because I Black Panther is decent, so I guess I'll put it there, but it's not like my favorite. Infinity War is definitely my favorite. Um, I don't care for Aquaman. I don't care for Venom, the first Venom movie. I don't care for Ant-Man. I didn't like Ant-Man the Wasp. I still think that's like the worst MCU movie. Or it's like definitely the bottom three. 2017, the only one I didn't like from 2017 was Justice League and Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
can't stand Thor Ragnarok. I was like the only person that didn't like Thor Ragnarok, and then all of a sudden people started saying they didn't like Thor Ragnarok because of Taika Waititi. That movie was like the most painfully unfunny movie. I don't like Taika Waititi's humor. Like I just don't like. There's nothing funny about it for me, like
We haven't a
personally.
good Thor movie since the first one.
In my opinion, we're still waiting for a good Thor movie.
Yeah,
That's my take. I like Thor, but I just don't think we gotta. Yeah, I would say I liked Wonder Woman. I liked Spider-Man Homecoming. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but those last two movies I did not like. Yeah, Thor. Yeah, Shazam 2 was dog shit. How was 2023 had better quality comic book movies? Like what the like what are you talking? This is what I'm saying. Like what better quality movies did we have when Shazam 2 was bad, The Flash was bad. I don't care about Blue Beetle. Aquaman 2, who cares about? The Marvels was trash. Ant-Man was trash. I mean, there was only two good comic book movies last year. This year was a pretty bad year too. We only had one
Yeah,
good comic book movie.
really. We had good. I'll say this. Besides Echo, we had good comic book shows this year. The TV side of things, the
Yeah.
streaming side of things was good. Besides Echo. Besides
Yeah,
Echo.
I would say that.
Okay.
I'd say for shows for sure. I mean, Agatha was okay. It wasn't terrible, but
Yeah, it wasn't one of this.
yeah.
It wasn't one of his worst MCU shows. It was one of their better ones.
Yeah, I would
But
definitely say for animation wise,
X
Marvel
Men,
and DC,
yeah, they killed it.
yeah, they did a pretty good job. Yeah, I'll say that for sure. I mean, next year I think it might be the same. I think Marvel and DC animation,
Marvel has a lot of stuff next year. Not
yeah,
movies, live action shows, and animation next year.
animation,
Super and Lois is
yeah,
good. There's a lot of stuff Marvels have.
yeah. I mean, I would also say this year was God. No, he said no. It was Shazam. God shit. Oh man, it was dog shit. It was ass. It was. I think 2019 was better than 2023 because we had Shazam, Endgame. I don't like Captain Marvel, but we have Far From Home, Joker. I mean, I think 2019 was a decent comic book year too. It was pretty decent. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah. I mean, I don't know where how you could say 2023 was a good year for comic book movies, but not 2022. I think that's crazy. The DCU is building up great lore for future stories to take place in I can never say it. Polka. I can't say it. I
Yeah,
can't say it.
it's Pokistan.
Polkastan. Okay, it just
But I
sounds
think
weird.
me and the Grassic may find the polka dance. I don't know. You know the polka dance?
The polka dance.
X-Men 97 and the Penguin were good.
Yeah, for sure. He says there's five actresses I have a crush on. You want to name them?
Jenna Ortega still looks like a kid to me.
She's what, like 22?
21, 22.
Okay.
Polka.
Emperor Joker. Oh man.
Jenna Ortega is like, yeah. $22.
Are people saying that they're going to now next slide?
Just as the Gape.
Are people now trying to say they're going to announce a Sergeant Rock movie soon this week at the end of the week? Even though they just announced the American Psycho movie, I guess he could do both. But
In the sun. What is that? Oh, is that an animation show movie?
I don't know. Shadows will be Assassin's Creed Shadows will be as long as Odyssey and Valhalla, so it's gonna be trash. It's gonna be trash. Assassin's Creed is trash. It's garbage.
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
I don't
Here's
like
your.
Assassin's Creed. I don't like any Assassin's Creed game. I tried to play them this year. That's one franchise that's not for me.
Here's your. Alice, there's no hints of him. Well, I think you're the only one who likes Zendaya's beauty because I don't find Zendaya all that attractive, honestly.
It says, I do feel weird admitting as Zendaya's beauty. She's a woman now. Remember
I.
remember what I said
Mm-hmm.
about Zendaya?
So she's a little.
I said Zendaya could technically be my sister because we kind of
Really?
look similar. Yes.
That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you like I hate the. It's like every
Zendaya
every
looks like
person who's mixed, they get compared to mixed people all the time. It's like the whole rant that
Alan
I went on.
Purnell.
Anna Purnell.
Oh, Haley Steinfeld.
She's
She's scoring.
okay.
She's married a quarterback. She's married to Josh Allen. I feel bad.
I would have to put together a list.
So
It would
that.
have to be a
Oh,
weird list too. A
you think
Sergeant
Timothy?
Rock movie would bomb? I mean, how do you know? What happens if it costs 30 million or 50 million to
You
make?
want to put Wonder Woman instead?
Put money into Wonder Woman. Said they're going to make a Wonder Woman movie. They're taking a hiatus from Wonder Woman. I'm not sure if you noticed.
You got Paradise Lost first. You got to do that.
Like, I feel like James Gunn should come out and say what we were saying, that most of the Justice League characters will be on hiatus. But I'm sure that will get him a lot of backlash. I mean, who's gonna want to see all these like rebooted characters so fast, like in quick succession? Is that what people really wanted to see? They
Hmm.
really wanted to be Marvel. They want to have Superman, that Wonder Woman, that Batman, and the Flash. That's not gonna work. They tried it, it didn't work. So he's gonna do a different
James
approach. He's
Gunn's
gonna
your father,
introduce more
Tyler.
obscure.
James Gunn's your
James
father.
Gunn is, oh my god, woman not girls.
Oh, he's a
I
long kid. Because I know James. Wow, Alan Redlock. I don't know.
well, James Gunn's like 50 something, right?
He's like 58. James Gunn's old. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's like 58. Yeah.
he's old.
I mean, my dad
Um,
is 60, so I guess he could technically could be. Oh yeah, well,
from
Sideways
Missouri.
is 21, right? Oh, is that a dox? If I say your age, Sideways, I think you put that in the chat, right?
Age
I'm
is not
sorry.
a dox. Age is not a dox. Not the age is a dox. James Gunn from Missouri, St. Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, according to Wikipedia, it's 58. Well, okay, maybe that's wrong.
yeah, it says 58.
Well, Wikipedia could be wrong, but
No, he said 58.
okay. Oh, see, he corrected himself.
Yeah, because
People
we
are
were like,
giving.
isn't he close to 60? And then I looked it up, and it's like, oh yeah, he's 58.
He used to be married to Jenna Fisher
Yeah.
from Office.
Hmm.
She doesn't do anything anymore. She doesn't really act that much anymore. But she has a podcast. What else is there? Because we got 25 minutes to 12. We're in this at 12. That's the plan. Alrighty then. What else? Well, we got to look at Chris Cox, Matt Murdock, and Devil Born Again. I think we're gonna get a trailer this month for Daredevil Born Again. I think so. I think we're getting a trailer this month for that show. First trailer for Daredevil. I think we are. I just have a
Hmm.
feeling we get it this month.
I don't know. I think it's Cope.
I think it's Cope.
Yeah, because I was convinced it was coming out last month and it didn't. So now I'm like, I just
Uh-huh.
think everything is Cope.
I don't know. They're promoting it. Usually, when stuff gets promoted like this, Twitter's not far behind.
Mm.
The Oscars will be streamed live on Hulu on March 2nd, the same time it airs on ABC. Good for them. The Oscars. Oh, I don't know. Damn. This is not really movie news, but it is kind of entertainment news in a way. I hope Degrassi is going to get a laugh. A judge blocked Onion's bid to buy InfoWars. The judge said the Connecticut
Oh,
families
really?
deserve more
Shit.
as he got scratched and claw and get everything he can for them. Connecticut families, didn't the shooting take place in Florida? And not Florida, New Jersey? What?
No, isn't it? You're talking about Sandy Hook, right?
Yeah, Sandy Hook. That took place in New Jersey,
Sandy
not
Hook.
not
That was
Connecticut.
in New Jersey. I
Was it
have no
Sandy
clue.
Hook in New
Oh,
Jersey?
maybe it's because that's where Alex Jones is.
Oh,
That's why?
yeah. Because Alex Jones, those people, those parents are never gonna get the money because they don't have. He doesn't have it.
No, he
Those
does have the money.
he does,
He does have the money. Yes.
but so he hasn't. Oh my god! So they're blocking because they think they deserve more.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get you. I wanna, that's yo. Well, I don't know. Alex Jones, man. Oh, so Adam Sandler wants to get Happy Gilmore to come out in July 2025. I'll definitely watch Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. That's 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 a for sure thing for me. Kyle Mooney talks about his movie Y2K, which is bombing and bombing
Yeah,
too.
it's
On
flopping,
yeah, it's flopping. Yeah. Um,
flopping hard. I heard it wasn't even good.
yeah. Oh, that's probably why it's flopping.
Also, I don't think A24 marketed that great, so that could be possible too.
A24 doesn't market the movies as well as other studios, and they are
I
putting more
think they
money.
pick and choose. They pick and choose.
Yeah. It's usually probably because yeah, probably it's because it depends how they see the film, testing and screening, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 25 minutes left. So what else I could talk about? There's stuff to still talk about. Oh, um, what's actually?
What?
I actually want to talk to you off screen a little bit. To like 12.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm still working. I'm gonna be up until like 3 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
trying to finish this shit.
Oh, so Brainiac and
I hope
Coco
we
the
have no
Monkey.
bad blood. I'll write a truly, if not though, I'll write a diss track. Oh shit. Oh shit,
What?
man. I gotta keep my words careful, man. I think Harvey Dent. We don't got no bad blood, but you can make a diss track on me. You are very welcome to. I'll post it on my channel, like in my community post and share
Oh
it.
yeah,
So
blinded, blinded. Um, tell where we can find you.
Oh yeah, so you can find me on my
Plan.
channel at Blinded Braille, YouTube. Friday, I'm coming back. I'm
All
coming
right.
back to stream. We're gonna be playing Marvel Rivals, and I'm also thinking about um, drinking some Prime. I'm gonna buy some
Oh,
Prime,
oh,
and I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review it, and then on the weekend, Saturday, I plan on doing another stream. I think we'll go back to Resident Evil. Sunday, I'm gonna go out. Monday,
oh
the rest of
yeah.
the week, I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be doing the things I couldn't do, which is streaming, going to the gym, and
Stream me at the
what was
gym.
another? Oh, that's right. Riding around at night as Batman. Yes.
All right. What's the plans tomorrow? Meta is gonna do.
I think Meta's streaming on his Twitch channel. So, I mean,
Oh,
if you want to do it,
I'll go on YouTube.
um, yeah, I'll show up if you want me to, but I'll have to let you know beforehand.
Okay, because
because
the
yeah, I'm
grassy may
still
join.
busy.
All right, yeah. I might either come in late then. I
What time?
really just want to see the
8,
big announcements.
8 p.m.
I think
or
so, yeah.
7?
It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes.
I don't even think movie war shows go that. Don't movie war shows go like 3 hours? Oh my
It's
god.
I think they said it's like 4 hours, like yeah, probably 3 hours.
8 to
It's gonna
midnight.
end at midnight.
Okay, I'll suck it up. It's not like 4 hours. I've done 4 hours before. I mean, done longer than 4 hours before. Whatever. Drinks. All right. So yeah. Um, so I am gonna see Craven, and I'm gonna review the hell out of it, and make fun of it, and I'm gonna make fun of Grace Randolph's review of it because she liked it. So we're gonna roast her on that again. I mean, I feel like I've been roasting
Yes.
her a lot lately because a lot of stuff. There's been a lot to roast her about the past few weeks, honestly. So
Yeah, there
yeah,
has been.
so that'll be in the future. Um, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.